Georgian President Salome Zurabishvili said that she does not recognize the results of the parliamentary elections in the country. According to the Central Election Commission, the ruling Georgian Dream Party won with 54% of the votes, but Zurabishvili insists that the elections were held in conditions of total falsification. The president accused the ruling party of depriving citizens of their constitutional rights and called on people to protest.
We were not only witnesses, but also victims of what can only be described as a Russian special operation, a new form of hybrid warfare being waged against our people and our state. As the last independent institution in this country, I must make it clear that I do not recognize these elections. Their recognition would be the same as legitimizing Russia's seizure of Georgia.
The opposition also reported massive electoral fraud and called on citizens to go on protest rallies. Deputies of the opposition Coalition for Change gave up their parliamentary mandates. All four opposition parties that passed the threshold said that they would boycott the new parliament.
The elections yesterday were stolen by pro-Russian oligarch President Ivanishvili, and we, the Unity National Movement, are not going to accept these stolen election results.
My position is, our position is that definitely we need protest because we need to gather all together to show that we are more than they are.
International observers supported the statement of the Georgian president and opposition. The report of the INIMO international mission states that the elections were held in a polarized and restrictive environment, which undermines the inclusiveness, transparency and fairness of the process. And OSCE observers said that Georgia is in the process of democratic backslide.
Our European Parliament teams witnessed in some precincts high tension, confusion and chaos. In one case, ballot box stuffing, physical assault on observers attempting to report on violations, observer and media removal from polling stations, tearing up observers' complaints, intimidation of voters inside and outside of polling stations, presence of multiple party-affiliated observers posing as citizen observers. Furthermore, voting secrecy was not always assured.
NATO, the United States and European countries have called for an independent investigation into violations in Georgia's parliamentary elections. In a joint statement, parliamentaries from Europe and Canada said that the policies of the ruling pro-Russian Georgian Dream Party were incompatible with the EU.
We have made it clear that the EU expects the Georgian Central Election Commission and other relevant authorities to fulfill their duties, to swiftly, transparently and independently investigate and adjudicate electoral irregularities and allegations thereof. Those irregularities must be clarified and addressed.
Moscow is seriously concerned about the prospect of an investigation. Putin's press secretary Peskov called it an attempt to destabilize the country by some external forces.
It was by Russian methods, including cyber means, that the Georgian Dream got 53% of the votes, despite the fact that, according to sociological data and exit polls conducted by the well-known international non-governmental organization Research, the Georgian Dream received only 40% of the votes.
But now, after the elections, Moscow is ready to consider proposals to increase contacts with Tbilisi, Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov said. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavskaya, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.